What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Beacon. I hope you guys are all having the best day so far. So today, guys, we're going to be covering some brand new Pokemon Ancestral Forms from an artist that I found on Instagram that goes by the name of Gooompy. So before I say anything else, I want everyone, if you guys haven't yet, please go consider checking out Goompy's channel because he is such an amazing artist. And he made a bunch of Ancestral Forms for Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's no confirmation that we are going to be getting the Ancestral Forms in Legends Arceus, but the possibility of it makes me so excited. And we did see some like artwork or some like images that were leaked out before the game was actually shown to us. That it does show Pokemon that we've never seen before. Whether or not those could be just fighting animations that we don't know of. We don't know what those forms actually are, but I want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are new, like I said, welcome to the channel. If you guys do comment, let me know what your favorite Ancestral Form is. Let me know what you're most excited for Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm probably, guys, not gonna have a lot of cuts in this video, so I'm probably just gonna go through till the end, and I really want to give it my best shot. So if it's a little bit rough, I do apologize, but thank you all for watching, and let's hop into it. So the first Pokemon on the list that I think looked amazing was the Ancestral Spiritomb. So the Ancestral Spiritomb, so a lot of these Pokemon look like the original Pokemon from like from Sinnoh, but like they're changed a little bit to fit the historical events that initially inspired them, essentially, if that makes sense. So this is the Ancestral Spiritomb. It says it's a ghost and a dark type. It was formed by 108 mischievous spirits, and it was sealed away in the Odd Keystone as punishments for misdeeds 500 years ago. So this is must have been what it looked like before it was sealed away in the Odd Keystone, and then it kind of gives you some inspiration as to like what the original form like was inspired by. So as the original Pokedex entry, it has like some ancestral or spiritual beads that like pretty much served as the inspiration for the old form. Like this ancestral form is so cool looking, and I absolutely love it. The next one's probably my favorite. Well, the last one's my favorite, but this is my second favorite. So this is Dodori, which is like we all know dodo birds went extinct, right? So that was kind of the inspiration behind Porygon. So maybe Porygon was inspired by the dodo bird, which is very cool. So it says plump, flightless, and slow, hunted to extinction roughly 300 years ago. May have served as inspiration for the original developers of Porygon, which was like a man-made or like a synthetic Pokemon. And the inspiration right here obviously is the dodo bird, which is an extinct bird that it looks very cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to own a dodo bird? So Dodori is a very, very cool looking Pokemon. The next one, guys, is going to be the Ancestral Shellos, which is said to be a common ancestor of today's East and West Shellos. So basically, Mount Coronet's formation created two separate populations, which continued to diverge over time. I gotta say, I love how these actually look. I love how like the artwork for these ancestral forms looks so good, and it's the classic example of the allopatric separation, which basically means where you have two species and they evolve separately in different areas over time, which makes them evolve to fit their circumstances or like their environment. So that is why you would have two separate looking Shelloses depending what part of the region you were basically like living in, you know. So Shellos in the west coast, and maybe they had like more like weather events that they would evolve a certain way to fit that environment. It really depends, you know. And then the Shellos obviously will evolve into the Gastrodon, which this is one of my favorite ones as well, because the animal that this is inspired by is like one of my, I love that sea creature. So it says it lives in the wetlands of Sinnoh, 1 MYA, which is probably 1, was it 1 million? There's not 1 million years ago, I don't think, right? There's no way it was that long ago. Traces of the species tough shell can still be found in the cells of modern Gastrodon, which is a really cool thing. So kind of a callback. This is given enough time, the modern Shellos could diverge into separate species altogether. So now I wish to see the day. And then it says the inspiration obviously was I love that sea creature so much. So it's the sea slug Pokemon. Long ago, its entire back was shielded with a sturdy shell. There are traces of it left in the cells. Obviously, it looks so awesome. I like this Shellos way more than the one we have now, and I think if we were to get these ancestral Pokemon, I'm not really a fan of Gastrodon, so like I would really like Gastrodon to get like more love or like a new form, so maybe I would like it more. And this is probably my favorite evolutionary line of all of them. So this is the Ancestral Magnemite. It's more based on like a rock, like a magnetic rock. So it says evidence shows they hopped along the ground rather than floating in the air. So it wasn't a floating Magnemite like we have today. And then it emitted the weak electromagnetic waves, and it was an electric and a rock type. And then this evolves into the Ancestral Magnemite, which is also electric and rock type. Together they have enough energy to levitate for short periods. Still, they prefer to walk on solid ground. And this is also inspired by Lordstone, like the original one was. They're both inspired by Lordstone, which is like a magnetic rock that's found in nature, which I think looks absolutely fantastic and amazing. And obviously, there's gonna be a third evolution to Magneton in this one, like we have Magnezone, but this is called, instead of Magnezone, this is Magnestone. So it's a lost evolution of Magneton. Today, only their stone bodies remain that are scattered around the world as ancient monuments. Mysteriously, immense power allowed this being's massively heavy body to levitate indefinitely. So it was subject of many ancient alien conspiracies, which is amazing. So it looks fantastic. I like this better than... I like these ancestral evolutions better than the actual evolutions that Game Freak gave them. Very cool electric rock type. And it's really cool because this was actually based on the... excuse if I do butcher this, I'm sorry. This was based on the Ishi no Hoden, which is essentially like a spiritual, like a monument that was created. No one really knows why it was created, I don't believe, and it was kind of like, it's left to speculation, but it's pretty much agreed upon to be like some kind of spiritual structure that was built, essentially. But yeah, I love it. And with this one, they actually included like the little sketching of how it was made, and like I'll kind of show it here really quick, but I would recommend everyone to go check out Gooompy because their art is amazing. I would highly recommend it. But if there's any more ancestral or ancient evolutions that you guys want to see in Pokemon Legends Arceus, please let me know. I would seriously love to hear about it. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have a favorite, please let me know in the comments. And if there's anything else you want to see in Pokemon Legends Arceus, I want to be covering a lot of the news that comes out. And I want to know, like, I'm just curious as to why we saw in some of the leaked images that were relatively, it seems like they were true. Why there were Pokemon that we've never seen before, like this image right here might kind of, you know, this looks like it could be like an evolution of Surfetch that I previously covered before. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Everyone have an amazing rest of their day. If you guys did like the video, thank you so much. And I did update the member outro recently too, so you guys should be included in the member outro. Thank you all again. I love you guys, and peace.